Hey guys, we're back in the kitchen today with more fall inspiration for you, and we are going to make autumn spiced cider, which is really nice. There's no way to make your house smell better for fall than to put some good apple cider in the crock pot and let it simmer all day long, and then you can sit out on the patio, watch the fall leaves coming down, and be warmed by the great cider. So it's really a simple recipe, and the first thing you're going to do is take a gallon of just apple cider from the store, and it's not expensive, so it's an inexpensive thing to prepare. And you're just going to pour it into your crock pot, and you can do this on the stove and have it warmed, much faster. But I like the crock pot and letting it simmer all day long. And what I do is I put it on low if I'm going to simmer it all day. If you need it ready a little faster, you can put it on your high setting for about an hour and then turn it down and keep it on low for the rest of the day. So the next thing you're going to add is it'll be 4 to 5 whole black peppercorns. And I have some right here, and I've already counted them out into a little dish. I've got 4 and a teeny tiny one, so I've got a total of 5, and I'm going to add those to the cider. And the next thing is some whole cloves, which smell absolutely divine. It just makes you think of fall. And they come in a container usually like this, or a little glass spice bottle. And what I've done is I've counted out 6 of them right here, and I'm going to add them to our cider in the crock pot. And the next thing I'm going to add is star anise, which has kind of a licorice flavor, and that also, when you open it up and smell of it, it just says nice fall spice. So I'm going to set that aside because I took out a whole one, and they're really beautiful. This is what it looks like. And you just add that to your crock pot as well. And the next thing is cinnamon sticks, which are actually quite pricey right now at the grocery store. So it calls for about 6 or 7. And I'm going to add, here's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do 5 because this one's a pretty big one. Add that to the crock pot, and cinnamon smells wonderful as well. The next thing is some good vanilla extract, and I love vanilla. I've told you that before. So we're going to add a tablespoon of vanilla to our cider. Now I'm going to take an orange, and we're going to reserve this for garnish as well because it's beautiful at the top of your cup, and it also gives the cider an extra special flavor in your cup. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, like I said, we're going to save this for garnish, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut a little bit of that peel off of the orange over a cutting board. And just doing this, I mean, the smell is wonderful. Okay, so it just takes a little bit. I've got one little sliver, a second little sliver. You're going to add that to your crock pot. Save this for garnish. And what we're going to do now is give this a nice stir. And like I said, I'm going to put it up on high for about an hour. Really get those flavors out of the spices that we added. And then I'm going to turn it down on low and let it simmer for a good portion of the day. So when we come back in just a few minutes, once this is warmed up, I'm going to show you how to garnish it and serve it so that it looks beautiful. Okay, we're going to prepare our garnish for our hot cider cups. And I've brought a double insulated so that I can pour hot into this and it won't harm the glass or it won't crack. So that you can see what the cider looks like. But you can also use your, nice heavy mug so that you can put your hands around it as you're sipping. I love how a good mug warms your hands. as you're drinking the nice warm liquid. So I'm just gonna cut a few orange slices. I'm gonna cut them kind of thin so that we can float them, and you can see how juicy that orange is. It's gonna be so good. And I'm gonna cut them in half. So I've got nice semicircles for my cups. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put an orange slice into my first cup. So it'll be garnished with orange. If you have people that don't like orange, or you wanna really stick with the apple theme, you can take a whole apple, and when you slice an apple like I just did crossways, like the orange, it creates, and I'm sure most of you know this, it creates a star in the middle. And these are nice slices to do with your kiddos, and even do an art print with them, because it produces the star on the paper. So you want to avoid the seeds. I'm going to show you the pretty star in the middle of the apple slice. It turns out just lovely, and kids are always fascinated that inside their apple there's a star. So I'm going to add that to our cup, and then we're ready to scoop out some warm cider for you. Okay, so I've ladled some of the cider in there with the orange slice, and it's just so pretty in there. And then I have my apple slice in the glass, and I'm going to ladle some more cider over it. And then I'm going to take a taste of this orange. It's really such a pretty fall drink. Just delicious. Warms your bones. Thank you for joining us.